Hello, everybody, and welcome to Week 1 of the League Zero Season 3 Novice Division. Today is the beginning of the road for our 6 Novice Division teams. Who is going to come out with the early advantage? That will be known in about 2 hours from now. We are here today to watch Hyperflex versus the Seattle Battle Cattle. Of course, I am dividing and bringing you the action with me is Red Knight. How are you doing today?
Hey man, how's it going? I'm pretty excited to be here, man.
Yeah, I am super excited to be here. How are you feeling, man? You got your first win of season 3 yesterday. How's it going?
Uh,
How
I'm I'm feeling great, man. Really excited to see the action today. Obviously, yesterday certainly is improving my mood for today for sure. But yeah, like the teams today are pretty interesting. Obviously, we got to see a little bit of Hyperflex in the preseason, and we have yet to see anything from Battle Cattle, I believe. Right? They missed the preseason
Yeah,
tournament with some
Seattle
hosts.
Battle Cattle did miss the Marsupial Gaming Tournament. Meanwhile, Hyperflex, I think, came out of that tournament with most people believing them to be the least strong of the 5 teams that played in it at the time. Meanwhile, Seattle Battle Cattle, I would say, have had some pretty high expectations put on them as the season started. Mostly, I mean, like right after the draft, mostly due to the tank line of me and Rim Jazzberry. But I think the pressure is on them today as the one team that we don't really know that much about how they play.
Yeah, I would certainly agree with that to an extent, right? The flip side of it, I don't know how they're feeling about it, right? From their perspective, it probably feels like they got no expectations, so they just show up. I think literally every tier list I looked at said IDK about SBC,
Yep.
which is a good spot to be in, right? Being unknown, pretty good spot. I feel like Hyperflex, on the other hand, they have a good mix of vets and new people. So I'd be feeling a lot of pressure to make this roster work. If it's me, Yoshi, of course, being pretty well known from his time with Hyperflex last season, um, and being known as one of the bright spots in that roster. So
Mm-hmm.
I'd be very interested to see how the mentals were for both teams going into today.
Yeah, we're also speaking of Hyperflex seeing the start of a new sort of look for Hyperflex in the Marsupials Invitational. We saw Geekake in on the starting main support position. However, shortly after the Invitational ended, she was traded over to Wisdom Academy in exchange for Bobs, who we currently have in the starting main support position going into our first map of Lijiang Power. How do you think that swap is going to affect Hyperflex?
So it depends. There's two ways to look at it. Obviously, I think no one's gonna really argue that, like, just saying Geek is probably the better player between the two, like on paper right now with what we know. But Geek was one of the people who wanted out of that situation and asked for the trade. So trading for a player who's much more likely to be excited to play and show up for scrims, like who knows, that could actually be a really big boost for Hyper. So I'm certainly hoping that's the case, and the game's competitive. I think there's a lot of question marks on the Battle Cattle's roster. So, Bob's is a veteran. He should know how to play in these games, and I'm excited. I'm interested.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's quickly go through what are the two starting rosters for each team as they get settled in for our first map of course, Lijiang. For Hyperflex, going from tanks to DPS and then supports, we have Ghost Turtle, Herping Yoshi, B Banana, Valerie, Brandon S72, and Bobs. And then for Seattle Battle Cattle, we have me, Rim Jazzberry, Lanox, Eidolon, Bediza, and Formal Chicken. I'll ask you first, Red Knight. What players I think should be like the standout players we should be watching out for today?
Supposedly, from everything I've heard, the tank line for the Battle Cattle should be like one of the big deciding factors. From everything I've heard, right, top to bottom, the tank line is what makes a Battle Cattle roster powerful. I think it's interesting because I think Rim Jazzberry from Flex Cup, that's where I know him from, is a very efficient main tank. I am less convinced of his off tank. I don't think he's bad by any stretch. It's just interesting to see him in that off tank role. And then supposedly me as a coach level brain. So if he has that with main tank, like for novice level stuff, like that should be pretty powerful, and it's going to put a lot of pressure on Herping Yoshi and Ghost to perform.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. And I think also eyes should probably be on Valerie on the side of Hyperflex in the Marsupial Invitational. He was probably one of the team's biggest, if not the biggest, bright spot. Pulled off some huge rip tires on the Junkrat over the course of their matches in order to really get Hyperflex into these games. And then,
Absolutely.
of course, we have Banana on the other side. A bit of a surprise. I think most people were probably expecting Chef to be in that other starting DPS position, but I guess she probably just had some sort of hero pool preference for Hyperflex that they wanted. And then, of course, we've already talked about Bob's kind of being someone to watch as it's his first game with this roster.
The other thing I'm going to be really interested in, especially with Battle Cattle having somebody like me in the roster who apparently has a coaching background and a lot of like game knowledge, if they go with the approach of coaching novice players to a higher elos meta, or doing what Hyperflex kind of talks about, which I've heard them talk a few times about, which is playing to your strengths individually. So instead of like taking the meta that exists when you maximize each hero individually, going with stuff that your players can play. So it's going to be interesting to see what people take with the meta.
Absolutely. I mean, I am a huge proponent of, especially in the novice division, you can make just about any composition work if you're good at it. Like meta is meta for a reason, but like if you have a comfort pick and you think you can destroy people on that comfort pick, then play that comfort pick, man.
Absolutely.
But now I think heading into our first map is going to be, of course, Lijiang Tower.
Excellent. It looks like we're getting started on Control Center. So this could be one of the reasons you run Banana. I'm just going to cut the B, guys. Banana. Yeah. Supposedly a pretty potent projectile player in her own right. So this should be pretty fun.
Yeah, both teams currently locking the Rein Zarya, which is probably pretty expected for Control Center. Eidolon on the side of Seattle Battle Cattle has been locking the Junkrat, and Valerie will lock it in turn. So right now, everything is pretty much the same except for Banana on the sim. We'll see if she makes a swap. No, it looks like she's going to stay on the sim as we come out.
Yep, and just taking the initial positioning, Mi is looking to push his team forward. Wisely, Hyperflex looks to take the point, and they're just slowing them down with the turrets right now. There's a lot of exchange going. As the fight goes long, you're going to be looking to see the Junkrats get as much value as they can, but the issue is that Sim can cause a lot of issues with spam damage as well. But Banana already falls. The Sim's gone. Rimjazz cleans up Ghost, and man, that's a one fight already for Seattle. Yeah, and this is just all cleanup already.
Yeah, it's all cleanup at this point. Yeah, if you're gonna run the Sim, Sim is like the biggest example of a glass cannon in Overwatch. She can do so much damage when she gets charged up, but you have to keep her alive. Sim going down early in these comps is almost a death sentence. And Eidolon, with an early Riptire, takes out Ghost Turtle.
Yep, really nice, easy first fight stall, basically. They're just delaying the beginning of the fight for another 10 seconds, which is fine. And they got everyone kind of pinned down, right? Eidolon now controls the choke, and they can just shoot damage through. Early aggression coming out of the Battle Kettle as they just push out of the choke, looking to get a kill. Wall comes out from the side of Hyperflex. Ultimates everywhere. Tire coming in. It finds two, and all of a sudden Hyperflex is looking like they can win. Mi pins off the map, taking Ghost Turtle with him. But it shouldn't matter. Yoshi finding the kill on Atlantics. And again, this should be a quick cleanup for the side of Hyperflex.
This is the kind of stuff that you want to see from Valerie when you see him lock in that Junkrat, those quick tire generations and those multi-kill tires. That is what he became known for in the Marsupial Invitational, and as you can see, doing it once again here. Charge up the tires slower than Eidolon did, but got much more value out of it.
Huge grab. Beat comes out. Counter Shatter comes in from Mi. Ghost Turtle getting caught out for not blocking Shatter. And that's going to be a quick fight. Right now they are up 2. Turrets are down on point. Banana's trying to contest point by herself, basically. Bob's coming over to support, but really this should be a one fight for the side of Seattle. I like how back and forth things have been so far. Oh. Tire for Valerie picking up the Moira, and Valerie might turn this.
Valerie picked
Lanix.
up 3 before he went down, but yeah, the grab should clean it up there. Yeah, Valerie just kind of got presence on the high ground, and no one really looked at him, so honestly, that was the main reason why you were able to do that. Honestly, I'm confused at what the plan was with the grab from Herping Yoshi. He just kind of walked up and grabbed, and there was no one really there to follow up on it. And of course, me had the shatter and was able to knock down Ghost Turtle. And now,
I think
Battle is going to move up once again.
I think it was fine the moment Beat comes out for it, right? The issue just ended up being that Ghost Turtle didn't block, and that punished them really hard. Really good job from me. Now both teams are exchanging coalescences. Lanix finds Ghost Turtle, and like this could just be it right here. This looks like last fight territory, and Tire's coming out to really just get any stragglers and delay any chance for a meaningful retake. Someone has to touch. There's only 5 seconds. Ghost Turtle goes
really
up.
Nothing they can do. Banana's going to swap onto the Sombra, but there really isn't any time. Looks like Brandon going to get onto the point on the Moira and stall it out. But yeah, it's really just a stall game right now. Bobs will go ahead and get the beat down, so still
it hit too.
Yeah, and Valerie actually takes down Eidolon, so Valerie takes down Bediza as well on the Tracer.
What is Valerie doing? Valerie?
Takes down 3? Are you kidding me?
He can get Lanix here. If Valerie pushes Lanix, oh my god.
Valerie.
Oh, but me comes in with the 3-man.
Valerie, that was allowed. Valerie
okay, Valerie wants to keep playing Overwatch.
Tracer. Yeah, Valerie. You know what? I will never say no to some good Tracer gameplay, and that was some Tracer gameplay right there. Coming back on the stall, taking down 3, and that gives Hyperflex a bit of a second win going into this. Herping Yoshi with the big pile drive.
Yep, huge pile drive comes out, eats some resources early, but now Ghost Turtle's caught out, tries to slam too late. Herping comes in with a big roll through to try to save him, but Banana falls in the back line. Ghost Turtle falls shortly after, and now Beats out, and I don't know how on earth Hyperflex clutches this out. It's going to take Valerie and some more heroics, I think, for there to be a chance. And as we see, Valerie is working his way around the outskirts of the fight, looking for his opportunity to get kills, but is trapped and dies to Eidolon.
Yeah,
and now it should just be cleaned up. Yeah, I don't think so. Grav's gonna pull in. Nope, Herping doesn't get pulled in by Grav, but dies anyway. Ghost Turtle boops away. The point flips, and I do not see a meaningful way for them to clutch this out.
Yeah, Coalescence on the point, but it's gonna get taken down, and now Eidolon with the tire. It's really just once again staggers coming on for Hyperflex, and it's really down to SBC to be able to focus them down. The focus fire not very good on the side of SBC. I'm not gonna lie, they're really allowing for Hyperflex to keep on go back in, especially Herping Yoshi, who's just been kind of spinning to win for the last minute before finally going down.
I think Herping took a lot of aggro early, and it opened up the opportunity for other people to touch, but in the end, they clean it up. Shatter is a pretty effective ultimate for fixing focus fire issues.
Yeah.
Closer!
Seeing a bit of a pattern instantly in that the fights that Hyperflex wins usually comes out of carry plays from Valerie on the DPS, and meanwhile, the fights that Seattle Battle Cattle comes on top usually starts with me getting a solid main tank difference over Ghost Turtle. I think Ghost Turtle really hasn't been putting much of a competition right now in the Ryan v Ryan.
Yeah, and I think also, too, you got to give some credit to Lanix, who does a really good job of focusing the front line and playing with his tanks. He doesn't go on a lot of big flanks, which he's not supposed to. He plays with me very efficiently, and that opens up the fight really, really hard in terms of making the front line not able to play as aggressively. So,
absolutely.
It looks like we're going to be seeing the classic, the El Clasico, the teleporter to point. Pin to point doesn't really make a difference. But, and actually, it looks like Valerie's going to carry again. Banana and Valerie just absolutely eviscerating Seattle Battle front line. Holy,
half a second makes all the difference there. Hyperflex is able to get their TP up and get onto the point and get set up just a little bit before Seattle Battle Cattle can, and the fact that they were able to take presence on the point first, I think, is what eventually led them to take full control now.
Yep, absolutely, and now you're going to see them push in. Me is just absolutely bullying Ghost Turtle, using Bubble to get positioning. The DPS for Hyperflex not doing a good job of applying pressure to me, and they're just in. Beanan had to get Bubble to get back onto the point. There's not a lot of resources left. Ghost Turtle falls. Lanix kills Banana. And me just pins off the map? Okay.
It happens. Don't worry about it.
The big brain main tank with the big brain pins.
He is the big brain. He knew that his team didn't need him, so he figured it may as well, he's better for spawn. He wants to do some basketball shots.
Heck yeah. You know, deny that ult charge.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, honestly, again, seemed like a bit of a disconnect from Ghost Turtle and the rest of the team.
Oh,
okay,
TP!
They're going right back in. Back to you.
That TP was crazy. They did not scout that at all. Shatter comes out from me. Tire finds 3. And this is going to be Hyperflex? This is crazy.
So good. Yeah, Hyperflex goes in again. I don't think that that SBC was expecting the TP play once again. Usually you just do that the first time and then you stop, but yeah, they go in and Valerie gets a massive tire along with the Banana's wall in order to carry them through the fight, and now 50% and counting for Hyperflex.
Yeah, something tells me that Beanan's hero pool is being part of the limiting factor. Huge grab, finds 4. No one really to follow up because they're hiding from Tire. Ghost Turtle falls to Tire. Valerie looking to get value just in there in the team. They have to bubble him to make sure he gets out okay. Finds Lanix. Cold on the side of Battle Cattle, but Me's already down. And I don't know if this is enough. I don't know if they can push in on this point.
How does Valerie keep doing it, man? He's picked up 3 on this fight already. It's not even a tire. He's just kind of walking into him. And Valerie gets another one on the Eidolon. How is this Junkrat getting so much value?
I really have not seen a Junkrat do this much, like, in a long time. Especially on this map. Really, like, outside Control Center, you don't expect Junkrat to do much. Personal bubbles down for Jazzberry. This might be an opportunity if they pushed in, but they're not going to. Grab comes through. Blossom comes in as well. Kills Beanan. Pin into the point. Ghost Turtle just shatters a shield. Unlucky. He tries to pin. Misses it. And Lanix is going to farm Ghost Turtle up. And, like, this just looks like it's Hyperflex all the way. Because Valerie...
Hyperflex should get this win here, especially with that, how does Valerie just keep lighting up the kill feed like that, man?
Well, I mean, so Junkrat's awkwardly... Junkrat's one of these heroes that's really hard for the best players on SBC to counter, right? Which are tanks, because they have to play very, very aggressive and very, very recklessly. And so there's any focus fire that comes through, typically what you're doing is you're trading your life for the space to give your team the opportunity to kill Junkrat. And like that's not what's happening. Lanix is usually focusing the tanks, which he's supposed to do, but he should switch target focus once they're deep to get Valerie, because if they don't kill Valerie, it's not gonna happen at this point. Too much value on Junkrat, to be honest.
Yeah, it just turned into a can SBC counter the Junkrat, because he is getting just a ridiculous amount of value, and honestly seems like SBC is not target focusing the right person. Another TP play from Hyperflex now to take up presence on the point first.
So this comp, it could be really good, but as I say that, Formal Chicken just dies, and they really don't have the resources to push in. They're not playing natural cover very well, and they're in the open space. Me jumps in. The Mad Lad gets farmed up by Ghost Turtle, but Ghost Turtle also dies to Lanix. But Rim Jazzberry loses his suit. Beanan finds Lanix, and now this should be... Beanan finds Moira? Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a very convincing fight win for Hyperflex.
They haven't tapped. There you go. Thank you, Brandon. Yeah, again, I feel like it's Valerie gets the first pick onto Formal Chicken immediately, and without that Lucio, the dive really just has a lot less potency. They can't quite aggress onto the front line like me wants to.
So I feel very strongly about this comp. It's not a dive comp. Everyone calls it a dive comp. It's a brawl comp. They're trying to brawl with the Rhine. Oh, big jump. Yeah.
Lanix lives.
Yep. Lanix does leave. Everyone needed to back up, though. Tire just sitting in their back line.
Oh, God.
Valerie falls off the map.
No.
that clip, bro. Somebody clip that. Chat clip that, please.
We need a clip there. Valerie jumps behind them onto the bridge. Tires gets 4, and then jumps off the map in celebration. I believe it was an accident, but I mean, he killed 5.
He did, and then there's me again dying. Like, he's really playing these angles way too aggressively. And also, coming over bridge against the Junkrat is not the greatest when you have to play as conservative as you do against the composition that Hyperflex is playing. I mean, the fight was over. Formal's probably just denying alt charge. It's okay. It's Novice,
That's like
right?
Yeah, I mean, you're Lucio. You could figure out a way to wall ride back to spawn, but that's fine, I guess. But now, going into this next fight, I mean, SPC, B's just gonna jump right in, and
yep, and pop Primal and EMP.
It's all
that's the play.
Oh, and
Me does an excellent
Bob's.
Yeah, really, really good fight execution there from the side of Seattle. Me doing a good job. He split off Brandon, sent them to Narnia, while the rest of his team pushed in. It's kind of unfortunate, though. Oh, and looks like there's a call for a pause.
Yeah, we're calling for a pause here. There we go.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I'm just going to say it. This is not the best look for Seattle.
No.
This composition they're on, like, it's a very powerful composition. I know, like, this is the team that, like, mob mentality has been one-tricking for, like, the past 2 weeks. But, like, you got to know how to play it. And, like, the issue ends up really being is that Me is using his jump super aggressively. Lanix is having his Wraith form forced out really, really early by Junkrat. And so what that means is you literally can't ever push, right? Basically, what they need to do is they have to have Rim Jazzberry hold DM on Me so they can take some space, push in, and then once Herping's bubbles are down, probably kill Herping first. So, and it looks like they're readying up, so we'll hopefully be getting underway soon.
I feel like SBC maybe didn't do their homework as much from the Marsupial Invitational. I don't think they were expecting the Junkrat from Valerie. They were maybe expecting more of a mirror matchup, and they're not really sure what to do about this Junkrat right now. Though I will say, there is a lot on Me right now on this Winston using jumps really aggressively. It only really worked that time because they had the EMP to back it up, and the boop from Formal Chicken gets Bobs.
Good use of bubble to keep everything out. Oh my goodness! Excellent denial of Shatter. And they got to kill Herping here. They can't let him live. Good job, and now they're going to get Brandon. It's all cleanup. Beanans falls to Lanix, and we are off to the races. Seattle looking much better in that engagement.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would see from Seattle. They read them like a book. They read the TP play instantly, and Formal Chicken got the boop off, and then there was a fantastic target focus from the entire team.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and that was one of the okay places to jump because your whole team is going to be collapsing on that one place, and it was a good extra aggression early. Do they have these guys scouted? They know go in White Room?
Bananas actually. So we swapped to for Mercy comp on the side of Hyperflex. So you really only need to get one fight win to win this first map.
I really want Seattle to push the 4 people on the ground. Oh no, Tire coming out, but it doesn't really matter. They're already up 2. Tire finds 2, equalizing the fight. It's actually in the favor of Hyperflex. Valerie from the grave, killing 2. Me popping Primal to hold on to the point.
What an insane! Oh, the grab though. The EMP must have missed Herping Yoshi because he's gonna get the grab and pretty much get the rest of them up. Lennox is now stalling for time, but I think if I'm SBC, you've got to be trying to make a hurried retreat in order to get something.
Yeah, they got 10 seconds
right here.
Yeah, they got 10 seconds. They can actually retouch it. It's not that big a deal.
Beat here, and they're going to have Death Blossom as well on the side of SBC. It's gonna be if B Banana can get value out of her barrage here. So Lannox.
Oh, huge! Lanix finding 3, and that's gonna be immediate cleanup. Seattle might come back, but there's still 13 seconds to go and touch for the side of Hyperflex.
13 seconds. Bob's the only one alive though. Valerie is going to swap onto that Tracer. They're on the stall heroes now on the side of Hyperflex. Rim Jazzberry is going to go very deep on that ball. Got to make sure he gets out of there. And Herping Yoshi actually goes
Rim Jazzberry's. Yeah, because hack, right? They have a Sombra, it should be okay. But massive shatter from Ghost Turtle. Finds 3, can't get any kills. They pin. But it doesn't really matter. Lanix picking up the kill, and it's an even fight, I think, or is it slightly favored to Seattle? Huge hack on the Bobs. Yep, Seattle's hacked. Sorry, Bobs is hacked. Finally falls. And at this point, it's just Herping Yoshi who's going to just get hacked again by the Sombra. It's really not fair to play a ball mirror when there's a Sombra in play. Yeah. And it's all cleanup. That's way closer than I think. I think that was way closer than any of us thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I think so as well. But in the end, I think this is kind of what we want to see from SBC, the kind of things that they are been praised for. SBC known for the big brainedness of me, right? And while he was shaky at the beginning, you could see the team adjusting to the playstyle of Hyperflex as the team kept going. Oh, does it get him jumping off the map too? Oh, that's someone's got to clip that. That's going in the montage.
It has to.
Good map on both sides. But yeah, as I was saying, Seattle Battle Cattle showed we're very good at adjusting to Valerie's play style, and throughout the second half of Gardens, you could see that it was them dictating the pace and not Hyperflex, and that really forced them onto the back foot.
Yeah, absolutely. So now if it's me, if I'm in the server with Hyperflex, the adjustments I'm looking to make, I think, honestly, I really do think that if they had swapped to the pharmacy earlier, based on what I'm seeing out of Seattle, I don't expect them to run that shadow dive well enough to counter Pharah. And, I'd love to try to put, a novice Widowmaker to the test against a decent Pharah, and I know Banana has a decent Pharah.
Banana definitely has a decent Pharah.
So
she actually built up Barrage pretty quickly, pretty impressively quickly when she was on it in Gardens.
I absolutely agree. So if it's me, I'm saying, all right, guys, so that didn't work out, but there are weaknesses, right? I would not be feeling down. That map was close. You guys can win this. For all their talk of being really smart and really well coached, they really looked not as clean as we would have liked. So we should look to exploit that. We don't think they know how to run the comp slightly correctly, specifically the Monkey Brawl comp with the Sombra and the Reaper. So we should just go and we should try to put Banana on their best hero. We should put Valerie on their best hero, and we should just farm Tire and farm Barrage until we are forced off of that comp.
Yeah, I mean, that is what has gotten Hyperflex the most value for sure. I think that there's a lot to be said about just the absolute terror that is a Junkrat using two of his mines to get into your back line, and you just know there's nothing that you can do about it.
Yep.
Valerie has done an incredible job of avoiding the focus fire of Seattle Battle Cattle so far. And has, as I've said, I don't think there's been a single tire from him that hasn't gotten at least 2 kills. It's kind of insane.
I'm honestly convinced that the comms on the side of Battle Cattle is something along the lines of, I didn't expect somebody to play Junkrat like Doomfist. I mean, I'm just saying, Valerie is flying in there with reckless abandon and not getting punished, and it's kind of crazy. It looks like he uses one mine to get in, one mine to get out. It's kind of crazy. Just breaking the rules about how you play Junkrat, and it's Novice, so you can kind of do it if you got the mechanics to back it up.
Mm-hmm. As far as players that I feel like we haven't talked very much about that need some talk, I want to point out Formal Chicken here. He was, he's the newbie in this Lucio matchup against Bobs, but I think his beats were almost always super solid. He was always with his team, providing the speed when needed and the healing when needed. I think, the way it works with main support players is the less you talk about them, the better. And I found myself saying a lot of potential mistakes that Bob's made, but Formal Chicken, I think, played a very solid Lucio in this map, and I think it's definitely something to watch as we move forward.
Yeah, and I really can't stress how important a good Lucio player is to the comps that Battle Cattle want to run in backing up their tank line, because Lucio is probably the most important support in enabling your tanks to do damage and do more than just take space, right? So, Formal Chicken played really, really well. Even had really good recognition of different situations. There was a spot where he was stuck in a trap, and he couldn't touch point, but his team was touching point, and he just recognized, okay, I got to beat here just to make sure my team has an opportunity to stay on top of the point. And he did it, and it was really good. And I think a lot of players might have wanted to hold on to beat until they had a better spot to put it in, right? So good recognition from him. Knew that getting the beat off at all was more important than the perfect beat, if you will. So really good play out of them. I would agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like next map is going to be Hanamura, chosen by Hyperflex here. I feel like they probably want to play into those spam comps a lot more, and I'll say Hyperflex first really, really good at those spam comms. Junkrat can just kind of lob grenades into the choke point without a care in the world.
Yep, absolutely. And you can also set up the point with a sim. You can also run the Pharah if you want to. There's a lot of options for particularly defense, right?
Yeah. And I think it honestly kind of suits Hyperflex here a little more.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that said, I think the real question for Seattle is, I don't think in 2CP, where the games go on forever, the tank line's mistakes are going to be as forgiven as they have been on King of the Hill, where the fights are a little bit more chaotic. You know, honestly, the beginning and end of 2CP is, can your tanks push the choke? Can your tanks play the correct positioning to not feed once the fight really breaks out? So, you know, it's going to be a lot on me to not feed. Okay, double main tank. Weird champ.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if Rim Jazzberry is going to stick on to this Reinhardt. This might be just him wanting so badly to play main tank. We'll see. Oh, wait, no, he's on defense. Never mind.
I was going to say, yeah, dividing, man.
They're sticking on it. Yeah, I'm going to say, if I'm going to go out on a limb, I say Rim Jazzberry is going to stay on Ryan. So, yeah, Winston Reinhardt coming out here for SBC as well. As well as a mercy boosted Ash from Lennox.
What is Eidolon up to? What is this wall? Yeah, oh, they're TPing? Oh, that's huge! That's massive! But they gotta keep swinging! That split it! Rim Jazzberry with a big fire strike! This play was gorgeous!
Are they oh my god, they just barely don't give it up. That is actually insane. That was so
Rim Jazz.
That was so beautifully pulled off by SBC. A ridiculously good play.
Eidolon with the 5-head wall, dude. Oh my, that play was amazing. I love everything I just saw. I don't care if SBC lose. They're goated. They're goated. That was excellent.
That was insane. I gotta say, that was just insane to pull off. Now, Banana's gonna be staying on that sim. She might be trying to go for another a TV play here. We'll see if this works out better, or if if SBC's gonna take it out again. Looks like we're trying to get set up for another TP, but Banana gets
huge kill on a B-Nan. Yep, and Miz is gonna send Primal. I'm not sure I agree. He gets pinned all the way to Narnia. They're trying to focus him down. He dies, but Ghost Turtle also falls. Lanix with a good kill there. The Dynamites have been pretty good from Lanix so far, although he hasn't really had the opportunity to farm as much because, you know, the tanks have been doing so much work so far.
Yeah, the tanks have been doing insane. Lanix just kind of been firing pot shots into Ghost Turtle's shield for the most part so far. Banana will finally make the swap onto Reaper. The sim is not going to work here. They're deciding to go for more burst damage up front, which I think is pretty smart given the tanks that SBC are running right now.
Well, yeah, it will come down to me not feeding, and that's a decent wall that's going to stop them from taking space. Rimjazz can't swing too much. I stand corrected. He kills Ghost Turtle, but they trade out me with the Reaper kill, and now that's an opportunity to push Eidolon with the snipe on a Valerie. That's huge.
Nice right click from Eidolon.
Yeah, but spawns still favor the side of Hyperflex, and if they go quickly, they can get here before the reinforcements arrive. They should be trying to full send right now.
Yeah, absolutely. They can have a 5v6 right here, assuming that, Valerie and Diva are pretty quick. Actually, looks like Mi is going to get back just in time here, so
yeah,
still going to be a 6v6 going into this next fight, but lots of ults from both sides. Herping Yoshi has made the swap onto Diva. I'm pretty sure that's new.
Nice early Blizzard for them to push with, and they get Ghost Turtle, and that's going to be probably another fight win. Rimjazzberry just in there, but he ends up feeding. V-Nans is getting in a duel with me, which you would think would favor the Reaper player, but Mi plays it pretty well and decides to disengage. And now there's going to be a push with Tire.
The Tire from Valerie. Can they scout it out before he gets it? No, he takes out Lanos.
Very modest, but Bob is out, so it's still going to be hard to push. They use Nano Boost. Big ante on a Ghost Turtle. Ghost Turtle's walled, but Mi's stuck on the other side of the wall.
Ghost Turtle has to go down here. No, they can't quite do it, but there's a shadow from Rim Jazzberry to knock down at least 2.
And Mi pops Primal. Like, every ult in the game coming out. I mean, there must have been like 5 or 6 ults this fight. I'm so confused. And it looks like everything's... Everything's chilled out now. They're getting set up for one more engagement. Neither side has an ultimate except Eidolon's probably going to end up getting this Blizzard, which is a pretty big ult. BN's already had to use all their cooldowns to try to poke. They have 15 seconds. They got to push for point. They're taking a long time.
Yeah, taking a long time. And the Blizzard, again, from Eidolon has pretty much cut off Banana from the rest of her team. The wall as well, and now Ghost Turtle's already down. It's looking like more and more likely that this is going to be a full hold. But Banana gets in.
Oh no, B-Nans!
Banana!
B-Nans! What is this? What is this madness?
I can't believe SBC just let that happen. Me is going to retreat, which means that against all odds, it looks so certain for SBC, but Banana gets just TPs on the point and presses Q, and I guess Herping Yoshi just wasn't there to eat it.
So let's give some credit to Hyperflex.
No, Herping Yoshi's on Banana's team. I'm dumb. Sorry.
It's all good. Let's give some credit to Hyperflex. They actually avoided the Blizzard really well. In the end, the zoning was not enough, and you know Reaper just TP'd back to point, and Beanan pressed Q, and that's the story of the fight. The rest of the team playing the way they were, like they just didn't have the resources to deal with the Reaper ultimate, and that's a pretty big issue.
Know that they're coming underneath. They do. Here comes the bomb. Looks like it. Yeah, that's not going to get anything, but already a tick taken from Hyperflex.
Oh, huge slam from the side of SBC. Nano going on to me again. The double maintain comp doing really good work, just zoning out a lot of different threats, and also the damage potential is very high. And this should be just cleanup. Brandon's the lone person on point. Falls eventually. Herping's D-Max. He's gonna go to jump off the side, I would imagine. Me. This is like the 4th time, right? I'm not the only one who's losing count, right?
I feel like me's gotta be doing it on purpose, right? Like, at least a little bit.
At least a little. That one had to be on purpose. There's 0% chance that was an accident. Like, that was interesting. But, you know, going to this fight, ult advantage is pretty even. Me has Primal. They're probably going to build up Tire in this fight. On the side of Hyperflex, they're going to have Shatter and Coalescence. Coalescence is a major ultimate to be playing with in this spot.
Yeah. Great engagement tool.
Yep, and they're going with the same pathing. Valerie's already up on the Doomfist here. Looking to punch in, punches back towards his team, doesn't like what he sees. They're playing it pretty slow. They're trying to find the perfect spot. Tire coming out for the side of Battle Cattle, looking to get the tanks. Ghost Turtle dies. Valerie dies to Fire Strike. And this should be another quick one for the side of Seattle. Herping is just hanging out in the high ground.
Hyperflex are playing this entire map just so slowly. It takes them so long to get to the point that, for the most part, SBC are usually able to scout out where they're going and adjust accordingly before they can really get anything set up. If you're attacking Hanamura B, you really need to be setting the tempo, and it's not really seeming like Hyperflex is doing that.
Yeah, I mean, they're running Doomfist into a pretty decent comp against Doomfist, given the players they have. Meteor Strike comes out, gonna look for something. I don't know what. Oh, lands on the back line, gets bides the. I don't know how to say that at all. Visa. But Valerie falls to me. Me going point, pops Primal. Landix tries a high noon. Herping coming into the save and the eat. This fight looks like it's all but lost for the side of Seattle, but who knows? Things are gonna get going. Respawns are about to start coming back in. Me is still alive. Beanie needs to get on that. And they finally are starting to focus on it. But huge shatter!
What a shatter from Rim Jazzberry!
Oh. Big bomb! What?
Perfect Yoshi, are you kidding me?
That was just a I need a remech bomb. That wasn't even a good bomb. What? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know.
No, this is so fun to watch.
All right, listen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Me, your brain ain't that big, bud. Holy. Oh, this has been so hilarious, man. Oh my goodness.
So easily could have been a full hold, and it so easily could have been a hold on second as well, but really just these miracle ults from Banana and then Herping Yoshi keep them in it, and they manage to get both points in overtime. I feel like there's a little bit of a mental lapse on SBC's part in both scenarios where they kind of assume that a fight is won and just kind of turn their brains off or something, because really that shouldn't be happening.
I would love to know Me, I need to stop BMing, he says in chat. Yes, you do. But I was gonna say, I think I would want to know the comm structures for Seattle, because if it's me and his comms, like I'm gonna say it's a shot calling problem right now. It looks like for SBC, their focus is off. There's a lot of really dumb mistakes they're making that they really shouldn't, given like the players they have. Rim Jazzberry, I know, is a very smart and intelligent Overwatch player from Flex Cup. Me has a good reputation for this. The people involved in Seattle's camp, like, they're all pretty smart people that hang around the marsupial crowd. Like, this is a team I would expect to be well coached, and they just don't look that way. It's been a lot of individual plays that save them.
Yeah. Going into this defense from Hyperflex, Banana on the far, Valerie on the Junkrat. This is spam damage to the max, and now SBC making a couple of swaps to get even more brawly before they come out of spawn.
Yep. So right here, they're just going to be looking to push on to Ghost Turtle. They bubble to try to create space. They should just speed on. The bubbles are down. Mia's up over the top right now. It's excellent. They're going to get Herping. Herping's hacked.
Lanox is trapped. Oh man, but takes down Ghost Turtle with them. So still an even fight on both sides.
This is what you like to see. This is very clean execution. Now they just got to clean up the fight and get the Ana. Now all that's left at the pharmacy. But the fight is still actually kind of winnable. Oh my goodness, Ghost Turtle coming in. I lost track of Ghost Turtle. Ghost Turtle
actually managed to clean it up, not the other way around.
That's
they really
crazy.
just kind of left Banana and kind of hoped that when they got inside the point, she would be less effective, but it really didn't happen. She just kind of kept on.
They need a full send now before they're all regrouped.
Yeah.
Because they're all there. The Ana's still the only thing. Why are they waiting? Go, go, go.
There they go. There they go.
And then Ghost Turtle's pinned. There's no hope. Ghost Turtle is very dead.
There's no way Ghost Turtle lives. Yeah.
And they're doing what I was talking about. Brandon finds a kill on Eidolon. Rim Jazzberry finds Herping Yoshi. But there's the ultimate. Okay, finds nothing. So now it's going to be... Oh, Valerie with the tire?
Valerie gets Badiza.
Badiza down. But they're letting this Ana live entirely too long. Bubble needs to come out and split off some of these heals. This fight's just going too long. Landix finding Bobs finally. But Valerie finding Formal Chicken. Valerie following them me. I think finally.
It's just the Ana now.
Ghost Turtle's gonna feed.
And okay, gets me. That's fine. But hacked up. There's no way they make it. Yeah.
Okay. So Seattle, I don't know if they hurt us. They played that really good. They played that very clean. They recognized win conditions.
Very clean, and with no ults, the snowball potential right now is huge. You're going to be coming in with all 6.
Yep, absolutely. This could be a crazy fight. We could have like a roughly 8 ultimate fight between both teams. That'd be fun. I like 8 ultimate fights. I don't know about you dividing, especially in Novice.
Yeah, it's definitely something.
All right, so Beanan is set up on that left side high ground by himself. So this means you should just go for Ghost Turtle, force him out the high ground. Unfortunate positioning of everything, but Ghost Turtle has the shatter. You need to get them down. Finally, Ghost Turtle falls. Focus fires all over the place, which is not great. Big anti. Lanix just blossoming for nothing. Grimjazz finds a kill.
Oh, no.
Big grab. Beat comes out. They're gonna get the res off. I'm confused.
Yeah,
Big tire.
Valerie, can he do
Big
it
tire.
again? Oh my God. Valerie's on the high ground and nobody's looking at him. He was just standing there the whole time.
This fight's...
That's a 6 ult fight and they get nothing.
That's a 7 ult fight, dividing?
Well, it's
that's a 7 ult.
SBC used 6 ults and got...
I know. So I'm just saying that's what we saw. It's 6 ultimates versus 1. Who wins, right? Like, that's the story of this fight.
That was really unfortunate for SBC. You really needed to win that.
Yeah, they just didn't scout the high ground correctly, and so they committed to this high ground play that got nothing. They eventually kill Ghost Turtle, but it doesn't end up mattering at all. Ghost Turtle still has Shatter.
Oh, no.
Beanan dies? Grimjazz with an excellent play. He's now pistol fight with Bobs. He ends up losing. But it's... Oh, big Shatter from Ghost Turtle. Finds 3. Yeah, and it should just be clean up.
There should be enough for Hyperflex to hang on here. Bobs goes down, though, but nah. Valerie's still alive, so yeah, it's just me. There's no way.
Yeah, the fight
continues to hang on.
Yeah, they do. That fight could have been a big disaster for Hyper with the play from Rim Jazzberry to counter the barrage, but It worked out really well, and I mean, it also helped that the fight before was a bigger disaster for SBC.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is gonna be interesting. This is 2 CP things for sure.
A little bit, yeah.
Everyone's just kind of scouting now, so like SBC is being a little bit more methodical, hopefully, trying to figure out everyone's positioning before they commit. So they're setting up from this main push because they want to push up onto the high ground. Instead, they go straight for the pharmacy, split Banana off.
Yeah, Banana down.
Finally get the kill. That's huge. Nano boost out. Lanix down. Rimjazzberry out of mech. This is a disaster already. Like, me needs to be getting way more done.
Got knocked off though. But Valerie is still there and getting so much value on the Junkrat.
I mean, and also Brandon's just sitting uncontested on the right high ground. And, like, there's nothing they can do.
Just able to pump up healing. There's really a lack of scouting from SBC in this map right now. They just kind of go on point and hope it works, and there's always someone on the high ground just getting so much value completely untouched.
I mean, I think they're just misrecognizing the win condition, right? They're trying to take out Banana, thinking that Banana is really the problem. Like, that engagement, they engaged on Banana, right? When in reality, they can just engage the 3 people on the standard high ground on the attacker's right, and they would probably kill them. Like, Herping is way out of position right now. All you gotta do is speed on to them, right?
EMP bomb, though, is going to be available for SBC going into this fight. And Lennox he slept. And
oh no,
Rimjazz.
Bomb coming out. Gets nothing. Good shield usage from Ghost.
And Valerie does it again.
What? Wait, we committed EMT in this fight. That's unfortunate. Ghost Turtle is just getting so much value in these fights where, like, the ults are mismanaged.
That was probably the illest advised EMP that could have ever been done by Eidolon. Like, honestly. Lennox is now going to swap the Sim, and Eidolon is going to match the Junkrat. Me is on ball. Like, I don't think SBC knows what to do here.
No, this is desperation mode, right? Like, this has to be, like, Mystery Heroes time. Like,
there's absolutely nothing to block Ghost Turtle's shatter right now.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's a big thing. Well, I mean, they're probably just counting on not playing into it.
And
I say that as me gets, like, immediately direct.
Oh,
Shatter finds only one. Shatter finds only one. He's nanoed, but he doesn't really get anything. They run away. Rimjazzberry kills Valerie in the meantime. Big pick. Bubbles down. But the pin on Alanix is lucky. Eidolon finds Ghost Turtle. Rimjazzberry loses the suit. Rez comes in. Valerie's back in the fight.
So much damage gone.
Everything
from SBC right now. And yeah, that's going to be a cleanup. And Hyperflex is going to be tying up this series 1-1.
Yeah, it looks like, barring any craziness, and it looks like no craziness is to be had. Right as I thought they were pulling it back together, like SBC like cleaned up their play, it went right back to just complete chaos.
Yeah, it was Valerie with the play of the game once again, which is fair enough. This is probably going to be him. Look at him. He's on the high ground here. The coalescence is pointed towards him, but there's really nothing that they can do to protect him. And both him and then Brandon in multiple fights just sit up on the high ground in this point B and just get free value. And no one on Seattle Battle Tower really does anything about it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay, if you don't mind, I have to use the bathroom a lot.
Oh, you're good.
I'm going to do that, and I'll be back in just like a minute.
You're good. All right. Yeah, man, like, I'm just going to talk about the matches we've seen so far. If you just joined us, Hyperflex lost to the first map in a very close 2-1 on Lijiang. Both teams having really good moments, but really the story of the match has been Valerie just absolutely popping off every single time that they're allowed to play Junkrat. It's kind of gross. It makes you feel uncomfortable. I feel unsafe. It's very weird. It's very weird seeing Junkrat played this effectively constantly. I also got to give some credit to B Banana or Banana. However, I don't know what their preferred short way of saying their name. I cannot keep saying B Banana. It will drive me crazy. But Banana has also been getting a fair share of moments as well, which is crazy too when you consider like the hero pool that Banana has showed us up to this point has been Symmetra, Pharah, and Reaper, and honestly the best of those has been the Pharah mostly. And even with that limited hero pool, they've been getting a lot of work. She's been getting a lot of work done, which has really been cool to watch. And this is a really good test for teams in Novice. Can you answer projectile heroes like Junkrat and Pharah effectively as a team. And so far, the Battle Cattle have not been doing a very good job of answering those threats efficiently at all. And it's something to look as a mark of improvement moving forward. I think that a few small adjustments and they can do really, really well. And I hope their coaches are really talking about that right now. I think the real story has been the heralded tank line of me and Rimjazz playing a little too aggro at times, especially when they're facing these really, really high damage projectile comps. You need to play fast, but you need to be playing controlled, right? You need to be planning your engagements, your pathing a lot more.
I am back.
Oh, perfect. I was just kind of catching people up, and I was just kind of saying, it's actually really cool to see Hyperflex on this double projectile stuff because it's a really good test for novice teams, right? Mm-hmm. I think the big thing I remember playing novice last season was the teams that could beat projectile teams or projectile comps, were in the top level, right? Plat Chat, Geometric, Wisdom Academy, OTW, right? All of them could, in theory, beat those comps. They had good hit scan players. They had good coaching around how to get through those situations. Because it's a team adjustment. You can't just have one player answer the projectile.
Right.
So it's a good sign for growth moving forward as you watch the rest of this match. I think a few small adjustments. I think they have the tools. I can't stress it enough. Seattle, I think, is playing below what they're capable of.
Agreed. Absolutely.
I think they have
really,
the tools.
You think back, if Seattle Battle Cattle ends up losing this game, they're going to look back in that Hanamura and just be so disappointed. Because honestly, by all means, that really should have been a first point hold for them.
Yeah.
On defense. Yeah. And they just let it slip away.
Absolutely. We absolutely agree. And, and it's little things that they're doing wrong. They do these things they had Eidolon as Sombra run out of spawn, check what the enemy team is on, and confirm that they should play what they're playing. Right? That's some high level stuff right there. But then on the flip side, me is jumping on top of a Reaper sometimes. Mm-hmm. So it's very confusing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the comms are like. It makes it interesting. I think the match should be good moving forward. I think Banana has been the most pleasant surprise out of this so far, though.
Absolutely, she's actually Valerie keeps getting the multi-kill tires, but B Banana, she's been doing a really good job complimenting him.
Mm-hmm. A lot of pressure damage, right? Pharah doesn't really need to get picks. Pharah just needs to get damage in and create pressure that the opponent feels like they need to deal with. Almost like creating space from the DPS position. So
heading into King's Row now. This was the SBC pick, and hopefully they're able to bring it back here as this is obviously a very, very brawly map. So in theory, should favor SBC as that kind of moves towards what they like to run a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm curious to see who plays the off tank here. I'd assume it's Rimjazz, but he does have a good Reinhardt.
Yeah, that much was established in the last map. He honestly had really good moments on the Reinhardt.
Absolutely. And yeah, we're seeing a very old school looking brawl comp. Reaper May. Jeez, this feels like February, man. Holy.
Yeah, what the heck? What is this, season 21?
I know, man. Holy.
The Reaper May. Obviously, a lot of the time we like to see the Sombra currently because it makes it a lot easier to focus down hack targets for the Reaper. But I can definitely see why they want to go for the May here, especially with that choke point. May could just completely turn twice there. And of course, on the other side, it's the same. So we have Brandon on the BAP and Valerie on. Oh, never mind. Brandon's gonna swap, and so now it's just Valerie on that signature Junkrat.
Yep, again, double projectile stuff. This will be huge if Banana has a good May, because, I was kind of under the understanding that she was kind of a 2-trick, but so far I've seen 4 heroes now, so this will be interesting. Bubbles out early. Wall's not great, doesn't really create any space, and me already is missing his shield, and they're really just looking for an angle. B-Man's is just, on a huge off angle. Valerie kills Eidolon. Ghost Turtle gets the upper hand on me, and this is a disaster.
This is going so terribly for SBC. There's so much spam coming out from Valerie that Me has to put his shield down, and when he does, Valerie is there with those mines, sending them right into the middle of the team and sending them all flying. They can't They just haven't been able to. They weren't really able to get set up as a team. He already has the tire. He's done so much.
Eidolon has 19%. Oh, Eidolon just switched.
On the other hand, I think should be pointed out, they have their shatter already. He's only 60%.
Yeah, me took a walk to the spawn room. It happens.
Yeah.
Yep, they're playing corners okay here. The bubble's kind of wasted, so now this should be the trigger for Ghost Turtle and his team to push, or their team to push in. Tire coming out for the side of Hyperflex. Finds 2. Cole coming out for cleanup.
You just can't keep letting Valerie get away with this. You've got to be scouting out these tires because every single time Valerie manages to find key picks with the tire. And now, of course, right back to spawn, there's a very good chance that SBC just lets them go, Both supports are just kind of sitting on cart. They don't have to do anything. And the fact that they have 2 people on cart moving it instead of 1 means that they might just roll this into point B. But,
no, they're going to recontest it, looks like.
He's going to come up with a recontest.
Lanix just throwing away his fade to push in. Me with a big pin? Maybe? Nano? Big plays. Me is just swinging. Formal Chicken falls. Valerie kills Bidza. Slam comes out, but it's too little too late. Me just solo grabbed. Nothing to say. I mean, these fights are just over way too quickly. And honestly, as much as it is Valerie diff, it is slowly starting to look like, to me, tank diff. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah, honestly, Ghost Turtle is stepping up in a big way as this series has continued to go on. Valerie gets a pick on the Eidolon instantly. This Junkrat coming out from him is just ridiculous. How much value he's getting.
Excellent, excellent use of Blizzard. Splits me really well. Tire from spawn. I don't know if that's gonna get anything. They're gonna need to get a lot with this tire.
Me looks a little tilted. I'm not gonna lie.
Just a
Using
smidge.
a lot of very aggressive pins on the Reinhardt right now. Rim Jazbury, though, on the Zarya, he gets...
Oh, Rim! Rim just all the value with that grab. And Rim finds 3? The Rim Jazz show?
Rim gets 4. Actually, Rim's gonna bring this back for SBC. What looked like a very lost fight. Always, I think Rim, a very calm, consistent player.
Yeah.
That showed up a lot. Me is honestly has not looked that great, losing the Ghost Turtle right now in the main tank 1v1.
And Ghost Turtle is not exactly heralded as like the best main tank in Novice, so that's not a great sign. Oh, huge ultimate from Lanix, but Tire? Oh, good job. They killed Tire. Good job, me. We killed the Tire.
That is probably the first Rip Tire destroyed all game. Beautiful fire strike from me. Even though Valerie will get the revenge, just denying the Tire was definitely enough.
You know how you said me is tilted?
Yeah.
Like, me is tilted. He just, like, full fed to Valerie there to try to get the kill. He wanted to get the revenge for, like, all the other times they killed the team. Huge wall. Bigger ante.
Ante from Bediza. No, sorry. Yeah, that is Bediza. Yeah.
Yep, and big sleep on a Valerie. Big block, big counter shatter, massive, but even better. Oh my goodness. Beanan is actually low-key playing great. Like, Hyperflex looks like a completely different team. No, me!
Oh. But Eidolon is able to bring it back with a 3K Riptire, the Junkrat diff. Eidolon finally making his presence known in this match. What did me do? I missed it.
He fell off the map again. It looks like he was booped, but it was hard to tell, and he had nano boost on. It's
really unfortunate.
Yeah, dude. Yikes. And now, ult economy advantage is firmly on the side. They gotta push now because Ghost Turtle's antied. They have a chance. They don't push hard enough.
Ghost Turtle played the corner pretty well there.
Yep, and they gotta make sure they counter grab here. Tire from Valerie gonna get at least 2.
Yeah, 2 go down from the grab. Bobs is antied though, but it looks like they're not really going to be able to get much to it. Hyperflex moving forward. Brandon gets a 2K with the coalescence. Bobs is sleeping.
Massive.
But it looks like this might be Hyperflex just rolling the cart right in. Yeah, they can't contest.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy. The big thing there was they over-ulted the fight before, so they didn't even have a counter play available for Graviton, and then Tyre on top of that just proved to be too much, right? Rim Jazz Berry was in too many places trying to counter too many ults. Couldn't do it enough in that situation. Oh, yeah. Big plays, though. Big plays from a lot of different people. I really got to be honest. I was impressed with Bananas May. I don't know.
Bananas was definitely doing her job on May. I'm great. I was pretty impressed.
Yeah, the ult usage was the big thing. Like, really good placement, middle of the road, split the team often, at least caught one person on one side if it didn't freeze people outright. So really, really good job there. The walls were just demonstrably better than her counterparts throughout the map. Eventually seeing Eidolon switch from the Mei to the Junkrat to Mirror. And it turns out that having Mei is really, really powerful on King's Row. So good job for Hyperflex. I'm honestly liking what I'm seeing out of Hyperflex. They're playing within themselves really well.
Yeah, honestly, they're looking like especially over the course of this match, they've been looking stronger and stronger. It was the Valerie show at the beginning, but even though Valerie is still getting those big moments, I think the team as a whole is playing really well. I've been seeing a lot of good things from Brandon. I've been seeing a lot of good things from Ghost Turtle, and of course, Banana, who we've talked about quite a bit already. Let's see, now it is SBC's turn to respond. Eidolon's going to be coming out on the Pharah. So for Mercy comp, there aren't really much to deal with the Pharah on the side.
Oh, unfortunate wall. Me gets a big pin on a Ghost Turtle. Bubbles are out, and Lanix is going to find Ghost Turtle early. Me pushing in. They should just be full send right now. Me just waiting to get some resources back. Lanix is killing the Brandon, and Lanix is just going in deep on the Herping Yoshi with the help of Eidolon. Me brawling out on point, and that was a clean first fight.
Clean first fight. A lot. Bediza, where was Bediza? Oh, okay.
Where was Valerie?
Yeah, Valerie was just in the back, maybe trying to get a little bit too much of that solo carry disease there.
Yeah, maybe.
Eidolon comes out on the for Mercy, and really the Reaper the Mei Junkrat really has nothing to deal with that. Valerie's gonna swap onto the McCree to counter this. First time we've seen Valerie on this hero.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Look to see Valerie try to set up something with Ghost Turtle in terms of flashbang shatters. I would be interested to see that happen. Just because, like, I actually do think the team play coming out of Hyperflex has been a lot better.
Skill Lord.
Oh no, Lanix falls, but Valerie dies to Eidolon, and that's a big loss. Me shatters nothing. Good block from Ghost Turtle. Bubbles out. He should just be swinging. Ghost Turtle looks like a different person. Like, just looks like a completely different tank. I mean, as I say, as he gets pinned. I mean, they get pinned, but
caster curse.
Yeah, right.
Me's barrier went down and just decided to go ahead and charge him instead. And Eidolon getting so much value on this Pharah right now. Valerie really hasn't been able to do much to stop it. Potential SBC may have just found the key to breaking it open. Valerie off of his comfort pick, looking a lot less impactful.
No, absolutely. I mean, honestly, if you didn't have Beanan on this Mei, I'd be calling for the Mirror. Really nice play design there with Lanix on an off angle. They're just looking to, like, shove in the point.
Yeah, they're going to get point B instantly. They're going to have almost 6 minutes going into point C.
That's crazy. That was a really, really good job from Seattle, pushing their advantage, using a very cheap ultimate to just get one pick and make recontesting not really viable. Ghost Turtle right now is kind of caught out on an island, has to get back to a corner with a team. Big grab comes in, good wall. Beat comes in late, but Herping is still purpled. But it looks like they're going to stabilize, and there's a trade. But Rez comes out. Big shatter. Oh, and Valerie with a huge flank. Gets 2, and that's gonna be enough for Hyperflex to stabilize.
They've been sterilized. The COVID. They've got they don't got to worry about it. They're sterilized. Valerie's not gonna swap onto the Ashe. Very interesting pick here. Of course, a good amount of high ground on this third point for Ashe to play with here. It's going to be the Valerie versus Eidolon play right here, something I'm going to be looking out for. Good anti from Bediza coming out, but barely manages to live.
Wait, what happened to the Blizzard? Wait, what?
That's a very good question, actually. What did happen to the Blizzard? It wasn't eaten.
Was it thrown off the map?
It might
Wait, what?
It had to have been thrown off the map, but what an anti from Bediza, the
Huge.
second one of this map. But but Irving and Brandon managed to live, but they're getting pushed back.
Yep, and this is just going to be SBC rolling, but this, yeah, no, but this is a really good disengage from, I say that and somebody dies, but disengage from Hyperflex to set up this next fight. Big grab comes in, and this is actually winnable for the side of Hyperflex. Ghost Turtle needs to shield up, though, and get healed.
Turtle needs to stay up.
Yep,
oh, good
but they're doing
from Formal Chicken. Good bubble, sorry, from Britain to get the res back up. And Lanox goes down before he can pull out the high noon, so Valerie still getting a little bit of value on that Ash. And now with Banana getting a pick on the rim, Jazzberry seems like it's going to be able to push SBC back.
Yep, and like I said, the moment the ult was used, Banana swapping to the Pharah to mirror, and without a pocket is getting more value. Which is crazy. So I have to think, yep, and there goes Bob switching to be the pocket. So we're now on a Pharah mirror on third point on King's Row. This is not what I expected to see today.
This is so weird, but so beautiful at the same time. I love Novice. You never know what you're gonna see.
Never ever, man. Never ever. They're pushing in here. Me is being pretty aggressive. Just slams a shield. Ghost Turtle blocking so many shatters today. I gotta love it. But Nano coming in for me, just taking tons of space. Has to back up those shield breaks. But now he pins. Misses everything.
That was an aggressive pin that doesn't get much, and
grab.
Me.
Bob.
Yeah, Bob goes off the map.
Me? It's a meme, bro. Somebody needs a collage. The times me has fallen off the map today. Somebody get on that.
A very aggressive. Okay, I will say, very aggressive pin from me. Left his entire team open to the grab from Herping Yoshi. That is eventually what ends up winning the fight. And then Bob falls off the map, and then me falls off the map. Me, I guess, is just going for the record of most time falling off the map in a series, because that's like the 7th time for him in 3 maps.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot. Sleep hits Valerie. Valerie has to back up. He gets out alive. Good dynamite behind the shield. Makes me give up space. Still is on fire. They nano me again. So they're just going to push in here. They're going to huge pin to put him into the corner. And Ghost Turtle getting out with their life. That is actually a goated play. I'm sure he was just they were just trying to trigger the counter charge. And the rest of Hyperflex cleans up with a space created from Ghost Turtle, pinning away the biggest threat in Nano to me.
Huge. A nearly 6-minute time bank has now gone down to just a minute 30 for the side of SBC. Once again, they really should, on paper, be winning this, but there's just something not clicking for them right now. They aren't playing as cohesively as we would have expected them to. Meanwhile, Hyperflex looking stronger and stronger as the series has gone on.
Big Shatter finds 3, and that's going to take out Brandon. That Shatter might have made up for everything, but oh no, Banana coming in with the hero play. It's even. It's Zarya v Zarya. And no pocket for Eidolon. Oh my goodness. We got a minute, and in Novice terms, this has to be like last fight, basically, right?
Oh yeah, pretty much. They're gonna have SBC is gonna have the Grav Barrage combo. They definitely have the tools necessary to win out this fight. But even so, they really have to get this in before overtime, or else the best they can do here is a tie. And now Grav Barrage finds Ghost Turtle, so Grav big from the rim, but no real follow-up on it. So again, with those tools I just described, they do manage to win. They have 23 seconds to push this.
They have to get up on these doors. They have to get up on these doors. And Valerie has Bob, so this could be too little too late. Valerie just has to make sure Bob hits the payload. Yep, Bob hits the payload. Stall comes out. I don't imagine.
Lanox is dead, actually. Now this is looking very winnable for Hyperflex. The spawn advantage is so good for them. Formal Chicken goes down as well, and me. Can Bobs get the res off? He does. It's such a grindy fight right now.
Yep, and as the fight goes longer, Jazzberry can actually clutch this. He was nano, did a ton of damage. Now he's high charge. As long as he doesn't throw or die to the ball, we should be all right. Yep, and that's just what's happening. The fight goes long as it's favoring the side. Oh no. Spin to win.
Oh no, Herping Yoshi has knocked off Lanox.
Again. Second time. Same fight. Me
fight.
pins the ball? What? Okay. Cool.
Yeah, Bobs gets the res off. So many players from Hyperflex are here. Can they get the focus fire?
Big grab from Rim. They're gonna fight for a draw, boys. It's doable.
They're gonna push it in.
Oh no, but Herping touches.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, they get it. Okay.
They got it, but it was in overtime, which means the best FBC can do here is a draw. 2 minutes and 21 seconds on the map for Hyperflex to go up 2-1 in this series.
Yeah, this is this is interesting. Not gonna lie. I don't even know.
Very interesting.
I just don't even know what to think about it right now because they haven't been able to consistently counter the Pharah using hit scan means, so they mirror. I think mirroring is dangerous because I know Eidolon's probably a higher SR than Banana, but Banana is just looking great on Pharah every time I've seen them play it or seen her play it, and it's just been a sight to behold. Valerie is shown to have a lot more heroes in the pool than I expected. Yeah, honestly.
Valerie now is currently showing the Widow, maybe gonna be trying to see if he can get an early pick. I don't think he's gonna get it. SBC is very much tucked behind the corners, but whenever he does it, he'll probably swap back onto the Junkrat. Currently showing Genji now. Who knows? Genji probably not the best choice. Especially when we've seen so much value from the Junkrat already, and there's no Ana for the Nano.
Yep, takes a shot, hits something.
Manages, I guess, probably got a dink off onto me or something.
Probably.
Managed to get a good amount on it. Valerie is actually walking out of spawn with the Widow. Very interesting. Very interesting. I mean, they really just need one fight here. And if Valerie can get a key pick on that Widowmaker, that could be all that they need to win the fight. Oh, very nearly a headshot in the Bediza. That would have been it. There it is.
Body shot Andy. Doesn't really matter though. Gets the kills.
Lanox is down as well, and there goes me, and that is gonna be it. Hyperflex snowballs this point, and they're gonna go up 2-1 in the series.
That is actually wild. I mean, I just gotta say it, man. Like, Seattle just looks confused now. They don't look like they're confident in anything they're doing. They look very defeated. Rimjazzberry did so much this map.
He did, honestly.
Like, he played out of his mind. Like, this was after he survived on the point, fighting for, like, a solid minute and a half. Like, this play right here. Like, that was, like, Rimjazz absolutely carried the last point of this fight. And I don't know, man. There's a lot. Seattle has got to be disappointed with, like, what's going on internally. There's a lot of signs of miscommunication, from pathing to, like, the level of aggression out of the tanks, when they get aggressive, what resources they're using. Their fight planning doesn't look great because the fights they win, they often over-ult. On the flip side, they're getting crushed in the neutral game because they don't know how to deal with the pressure DPS coming out of Hyperflex. You know, like we talked about, Valerie, all match, right? Playing Junkrat mostly, but also showing some hit scan. Like, Valerie just has looked very, very good today.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Valerie obviously doesn't seem to be getting as much value when he's on the hit scan instead of the Junkrat, but still, I think very much doing his job. And I think that's really what you need from him. When Valerie walked out on the Widow, I'm thinking, okay, he really needs to get the opening pick here, or else this is just a throw. And he does, manages to find a Bediza sort of by himself and gets 2 body shots to really open up the point for Hyperflex.
Yeah, and, like, it was really awkward, right? And this kind of gets back to, like, why I'm talking about coaching. So Widowmaker is one of those heroes, especially in KR. The reason that you really don't play Widowmaker is it just changes how the supports play for the other side, and you just take that group of 6 and you push up really aggressively on the remaining 5 because Widow's playing a separate angle and can't help. But what ended up happening there was Bediza played too far back. Me shield was not there, and this is kind of what I'm talking about, that desync, right? So Me starts pushing up, gets away from the angle that he can cover to protect Bediza from the Widowmaker, and, 2 shots and That's the opening pick, and that's all the healing, right? And then me that triggers aggression out of me when it really should be triggering kiting. Yeah, so that was just super unfortunate way to go down. Valerie getting like just so many impact picks, and that was definitely one of the bigger ones too. Banana though, really, looking good. I mean, small hero pool, it makes it work. Like, I've been really happy with their play. Brandon's looking much improved from last season. Brandon was on this team. Brandon was on Hyperflex last season, right?
No, I think he was on Plat Chat.
Was he? Okay, Plat Chat. Well, still, Brandon didn't play a lot, regardless. And seeing him in a starter role, I was kind of nervous, and he's exceeded my expectations greatly. He's playing pretty well, pretty safe. I haven't seen anything too egregious out of him. Bob's looking like a really good veteran who has starting experience, even though that was on Rio. Rio, I no kidding, had the most scrim bucks out of any novice team last season, and Bob's was a big part of that.
All right, I'm going to interrupt your talk because we are seeing a very interesting change come through for Seattle Battle Cattle. Swapping roles. Bediza is going to be playing off tank, and Rim Jazzberry moves to support.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what? I'm checking career profiles right now. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Sure. What are you seeing?
I mean, I'm seeing 2100 versus 2300, so not a huge diff. Could be a huge diff. Oh, I mean, I don't know what to make of this at all, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, this is a very interesting move from Seattle Battle Cattle. I'm not 100% sure why they would want to do it, considering they are honestly, Rim Jazzberry was one of the most consistent performers on their team on off tank. I don't know.
If it's me, I'm just saying I would have put me in support and put Rim Jazz on main tank and Bediza on off. That's what I would have done. But, hey, it's fine. Their team, their rules. I don't know. But it's Gibraltar, so maybe they it's not.
Sorry,
it's
no,
Rialto.
It's
I got baited. All right.
Yeah.
No, all right. Rialto. Okay, so it's still a Reinhardt map ultimately. So, probably stand by my statement then. I think Rim Jazz's Rhine's pretty good. I think that would have been really nice. But, hey, I don't know what the internal issue is. I think I saw something in the chat earlier about Rim Jazz not being able to calm right now for whatever reason. So that could have a big impact. Although that creates a potential opening where if he gets jumped to the back line, he can't, let his team know what's going on. So yeah, like this might be less than ideal conditions for SBC from what I'm hearing. Yeah, but I think honestly the other big thing that we haven't really talked about with SBC is the inconsistency of their DPS line. I think Lanix has some really good moments, so does Eidolon, but like they both play so inconsistently in terms of positioning. I think like there was a fight on Hani where Lanix was pushing up with his tanks and then used his Wraith to push. And so the moment he came out of Wraith, he just immediately got deleted by Banana with a rocket. And it was just like, okay, yeah, you fundamentally misunderstood how to play the hero in that moment, and it cost your team a lot. So, like, I think they're going to really need to step up their play, because even when me and Rim were looking good, their team was not necessarily utilizing the space very efficiently. So this should be good, though. I think there's a chance to rally. All it takes is a one-gun map. I don't know. Like, I mean, I think the biggest issue right now is that Hyperflex has momentum, and I think even old Hyperflex, like, they got momentum, even with them being in a situation where I think they were even weaker back then in terms of like the context of the league. They would get on a roll and they would beat some of the best teams in the league. Thinking about when they beat Plat Chat in the playoffs, right? Very similar situation. They got on a roll. No one could answer them. That's how I feel. That's what I feel is going on right now. Like, they just can't answer the steamroll that's going on right now.
Yeah, so moving into the Rialto, eyes are definitely on Bediza and Rim Jazzberry settling into their new roles after they had played on the other role for the entire game. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think of this.
But I saw like no timing comp for Bediza on D.Va, so this is gonna be interesting.
I mean, it has to be a play of some sort. Meanwhile, the bread and butter coming out for Hyperflex. Valerie on the Junkrat, Banana on the Mei. She's very capable on it. That has been established. Extreme Brawl comp coming out. So, meanwhile, Lennox is on Reaper, Eidolon on Sombra.
And I'm also scared because, like, you know, we talk about Reaper punishing the jumps from me. Mei will punish those 18 times worse because, like, Wall and Freeze is just a potent combination. Big hack attempt right there, but Ghost gets the shield up in time. Mia is just taking a ton of damage. Both the tanks are super low. And not enough healing coming in. Mia is, like, overstaying his welcome. He needs to back up. Doesn't back up in time. And just they immediately fold.
I'm telling you, man, Ghost Turtle has been looking stronger and stronger as the series has gone on. He's looking very clean now.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Like, just very confident, very capable, being very, very solid for their team. I haven't been, like, wowed, but, like, it's not bad at all, and it does a lot to stabilize the team. Tire coming out. We're going to see another big, like, 4-man tire. Nope, but we see me feeding the backline. 2-man tire. Plus Valerie, the mech, it looks like.
Valerie is so good at putting in those tires at very unconventional angles. It's very difficult for SBC to scout them out.
Yeah, very difficult indeed.
Just left the game as our host. Very interesting.
I have no idea.
I don't know exactly.
Look at your DMs.
Okay. I don't get DMs when I'm doing this. Okay.
Unlucky.
Alright, okay, his PC froze, but, Drift, are you gonna need, or do you have match chat on? Are you gonna need a pause, or what? There's no real need for a pause, right? Okay, we'll do.
Okay. Bomb coming out! Finds Rim Jazz. Ghost Turtle dies to Lanix.
The show must go on. Herping Yoshi gets
I'm sorry, they're fighting right now. Ults are happening. Beat drops from Bobs. I don't know why. Brandon's probably gonna call after this, I would think. I'm very confused. This fight was very strange. This fight was actually very, very strange. Like, if I'm like, Hyperflex should be pushing right now and they're not, and it's very weird. Okay, they're finally getting their wits together, but it's already Rim Jazzberry's already back. They switched to the Ana, so they're playing the green backline to try to punish Hyperflex's aggression and just take advantage of the fact that they think their healers are probably better. They have EMP here. Bomb comes out. Bomb's right there.
Nice.
Finds 2.
That was honestly a nice play from SBC. The EMP bomb. That was actually pretty well coordinated.
Yep, yeah, it was in the anti-nade 2 for extra measure to get the other people who weren't killed by the bomb for cleanup. Really well done. Rim Jazz is already 60% to Nano. Like, alright, SBC, I like it, but crucially on the other side, no ults were used. So now you have 4 big ultimates coming up, none bigger than the Tire. Tire coming up over that back wall. I feel like they should have that scouted. Lanix is already looking in that direction, but it went over the building. Dude, this Tire is crazy. That Tire was actually crazy. It canceled beat, I think? It canceled beat!
Oh,
Lanix, though, trades out with Bob's.
What's the beat coming out? Oh my god, that's ridiculous. I'm a little slow.
The tire angles are goated, bro. I don't know what to do with it. It's nutty. Baiza getting, Badiza getting the Nano, but I don't think it's enough. Badiza should just be backing. Wisely, he's hitting the S key. Valerie, dude. Big brain every day, bro. That tire was actually crazy.
It's ridiculous how much value he's getting out of that tire. Like, actually stupid. There's no reason why that should exist, but he just kind of takes it along the roof and manages to get formal.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And like Lanix even had it scouted originally. Oh no, me jumps in. He almost gets caught out by the man. Oh, huge slam! Tire coming out again. This is gonna just be massive. Oh, only finds Rim Jazzberry. Less massive, but that's enough.
Building it up every 30 seconds, man.
Oh my lord.
They have families. And they are just completely collapsing SBCR.
Okay, this is such a cursed image. 4 on the payload is not necessarily push up, please. Alright. Well, they're gonna get a touch.
Valerie is taken down early, so that's pretty big, but Lanox on the other side, herping Yoshi's bomb, catches out Formal Chicken. Good anti-nade from Rim.
Ghost Turtle pins me away. Me is now very weak in primal form, running back to point, under half. Beat comes out. Eidolon looking for Tire. I don't think he's going to find anything. Doesn't find anything, dies. Big slam from Ghost Turtle. puts me on his back. And anti-nade, though, coming out. It's pretty good to stabilize, but no one's focusing down the Mei. Focus fire's not there. Bomb comes out, doesn't find anything. Ghost Turtle just swinging. Oh, actually finds Herping's back. Good point. But Ghost Turtle finds too. Ghost Turtle is actually MTDing this right now.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, I say that again, Caster Curse, but it's enough.
Oh no! What a run! 2 minutes 30 seconds on Rigalto is actually insane. And
it's impossibly long.
Hyperflex is looking so strong, and SBC is looking so lost.
I'm really it's so hard for me, like, because like I'm seeing errors out of the side of Hyperflex, but they just don't get punished, right?
Yeah.
Like, and they're not big, like, and it's hard, right? Because we kind of entered the stage where like SBC just looks totally lost. So at that point, it's so hard to objectively evaluate like how good or bad Hyper is. But one thing I think we can be sure is, barring this really just all being Rim Jazzberry having comm issues, I mean, I just don't think listen, I'm selling the SBC songs. You heard it here. Like, sell the SBC songs. Like, me is a good coach, but apparently not a good player. JK, not toxic, I swear. Not toxic, I swear.
Yeah,
I love you, me.
Me isn't a bad player. He just seems like an emotional player.
Yes, that's a better way of saying it.
Just like how Ghost Turtle, he started off this game absolutely MTDing Ghost Turtle, but now that we are in this, now we are deeper into the game, and you've lost 2 maps in a row, and you're on the cusp of getting upset. Me is looking not nearly as strong, getting taken advantage of by Ghost Turtle time after time.
No, absolutely, that is true.
For Mercy Junkrat, this is probably the signature comp of Hyperflex. If I had to give him one based off this game.
Yep. No, this is their special. Easy. Especially if Banana's going to stay in the starting lineup. This has to be what they're on because of Banana's hero pool. And they're doing a good job utilizing it. Ghost Turtle doing a really good job playing a good defensive, passive Reinhardt. Letting a lot of his DPS, like waiting for his DPS to do stuff, then pushing up. Really well done. Looks clean. Herping on his signature hero, which is the D.Va, I think. I think everyone knows Herping for a D.Va player more than Azario. So this is a really good comp for them, I think. Oh, but Eidolon gets the early pick. I think they're going to be able to res it if they coordinate here. DM comes out, shield comes out. Pin, nice counter pin. Yeah, Ghost Turtle playing so clean. Playing so clean. Barrier down, though. They have to keep S-keying, but Nano comes out.
Oh, he just walks into him. Ghost Turtle picks up 4 with the Nano. That'll be a 5th. What a play.
Good job, Ghost Turtle. Ghost Turtle looking like a new main tank.
This has actually been like a huge game for Ghost Turtle. I think they've been on the lower end, if not the bottom of the tier list for novice main tanks. Very much proving themselves right now. Here's the tire going on the ceiling.
Oh, big pin! That pin on the Mii was so good. Oh, short corners, everything. Like, that's the other thing. Ghost Turtle doesn't feed. Not real. I mean, occasionally. I mean, everyone in Novice feeds, but you know what I'm saying. Relative to the ratio, right? Yeah. Like, that pin, I think any other player would have, like, sent that would have sent me to Narnia. Banana's getting a huge kill in a Rim.
Getting Rim so early is practically fight ending already. Ghost Turtle's gonna just tire right into the... Okay, never mind. Fight's not over. So much pressure put onto Ghost Turtle. And actually, this is going to allow SBC to push up here, but there is more than enough time for a recontest. Rim Jazzberry's gonna have the Nano, but Brandon's gonna have it on the other side, potentially a Nano Barrage coming out from Hyperflex right here.
Nope. No, Nano Rhine.
Nano Rhine, and me gets nanoed in turn.
It sets up the flank. Huge barrage. Maybe, not really. Okay, not really.
Gets one. Getting rid of Eidolon is a huge amount of damage gone, but no, the trade's definitely going in favor. Oh no.
Oh my goodness! Touch the point, please.
How do you let that happen?
Mia's too pushed up, honestly, because he has to deal with all the frontline pressure and just not in a good position. Honestly, I think that was Yoshi more than it was like me, if that makes sense.
Honestly,
Like,
no, I understand. Yeah, me was very, was doing what he needed to do. He was frontlining. It was very good bomb positioning from Herping Yoshi. Now he's gonna fall off the map. I guess try to I don't actually know what happened there.
I think it was the resuit, but like because he was only at 10%.
He should have gotten his mech back though. I don't know.
I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I'd assume he thought he needed to do it for mech. Good counter pin from Ghost Turtle. Beat comes out. Big Sleep comes in as well. But this is the Valerie tire. Oh, and it's Graf! Finds 2!
No way. How does he keep finding those double kills with the tires? Valerie's gonna get a 3rd, and now there's 30 seconds left. And SBC is looking completely stumped. Me is going to have to shatter, and it's gonna have to be the shatter of a lifetime to give SBC a lifeline in this series.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the big thing to watch now is Banana is probably going to get her barrage really quickly. Big counter pin. Mia's in Narnia trying to touch. Loses shatter. What was me doing?
Actually fed there. Actually fed. I can't believe that.
Oh,
I can't believe.
It was
sorry.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what it is. It feels like every time I cast is a feeding main tank. It's weird.
That's
my word.
Right
there. Yeah, there's me.
Me is there to contest, but man, if this was not a disappointing game from him and an incredibly impressive game from players like Ghost Turtle, Banana, Valerie, and Hyperflex will pull off the upset and win their first game of League Zero Season 3, 3-1.
That's crazy. That is actually crazy. Like, I gotta be honest, I was impressed because it's clear Hyperflex came in with a game plan. Like, and they executed on it, right? Like, they were like, all right, Valerie, you're a crazy, crazy, crazy Junkrat. We want you to do crazy, crazy, crazy things. Ghost Turtle, bro, you can do stuff too. We believe. I don't care what the tier lists say. And I love the tactical crouching, bro. Keep it up. I love it. The energy out of Hyperflex today was excellent.
Actually, I was hearing things that Hyperflex actually wasn't doing very well, but I mean, looking at this game, I would not have thought so. They looked extremely cohesive, extremely high energy. I love to watch that. That was such a fun game.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I mean, it's gonna shake up the power rankings. The real thing is, I can't oversell it. Like, SBC disappointed on a level I don't think any of us were prepared for. So like, I would say, like, you know,
I'm gonna go ahead and ask for Valerie interview.
Oh yes,
if that's fair.
Yeah, 100%, 100% fair.
Yeah, everyone is saying Valerie. So yeah, we're gonna try and get Valerie into a post-game interview in just a second because he absolutely popped off today.
Wait a minute, what? You have Valerie ahead of Vi, bro? I did not expect that. I just looked at the rankings.
I don't remember what I.
LMAO. No, I mean, it could have been prophetic because Valerie popped off, man. Like, I'm biased. Vi's my boy, so you know it's all good. No, but Valerie absolutely deserves the interview. Definitely a Titanic-like performance. Better than Titanic, probably. Like, crazy stuff.
Definitely put his name on the map today.
100% agree. 100%.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get Valerie in the game. And I feel like we gotta get, I think everyone in Hyperflex played really well in the run right after map 1. It was extremely well done from everyone today. Banana had her moments, Ghost Turtle had their moments, Brandon played really well, Herping Yoshi and Bob, everyone was extremely well done today.
I actually think Brandon to me is the most standout besides Ghost, probably, if we're not talking about DPS, just because, like, his positioning is really solid, he didn't feed ever, like, super safe play, like, you gotta love it.
Awesome. We got a yes from Valerie, so let's go ahead and get him in this voice chat talking about the game. Valerie, hello. You are server muted. I undid that. All right, hello, for real now, Valerie.
Hi.
First of all, obviously, congratulations. You started off, Hyperflex has started off League Zero Season 3 on the right foot, getting a statement win over Seattle Battle Cattle. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, this win was definitely really needed for team morale. We kind of just said, fuck it, we don't care about the meta. We ran fun fix, and I guess it did well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you guys embraced your strengths, and it really paid off. So like, what was your mindset like yourself going into this? You were probably one of the more highly rated players coming into this match for Hyperflex. So like, what was your mindset going in?
I actually thought we were going to lose really badly. I thought we were going to get 3-0'd. It's kind of hard to predict what Seattle Battle Cattle because they weren't in the preseason tournament, so you couldn't really see how they played. And I guess I kind of over anticipated on Seattle Battle Cattle, and I under anticipated our team's performance.
Yeah, absolutely. We were just talking about too. It wasn't just you out there. You guys got help from all over. Ghost Turtle, who I think a lot of people were low on after the Invitational, really stepped up. What do you have to say about your teammates' performances today?
I mean, it kind of feels like I'm playing with an entirely different team from before in the preseason tournament. I definitely think that our team is like now. It used to be like a meme team. Everyone put us at like bottom or dead last. And I guess now we kind of proved ourselves that we can compete in this competition in League Zero and in Novice.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a great proving ground for your team today. I want to talk about your play, though, a little bit, Valerie. Obviously, played a lot of Junkrat today, got tons of value. I want to know where did you learn the tire techs? Your tires were absolutely insane the whole way through.
So, I actually learned a lot. Most of my tires I learned from Aquamarine. He's like a really good Junkrat player and streamer. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes if I'm like feeling really tilted, I just go in and just give me like tire spawn and then just see what fun tires I can do.
That's awesome. It showed today.
Obviously paid off for you today. I think other than like 2 or 3 times throughout the game, you always got at least 2 with your tires. It was actually insane.
And even when he only got 1, I think the tire that most impressed me today, the tire that made me go, man, this guy really knows how to play Junkrat. Like, no meme. Like, this is just not a meme hero to him. Like, he actually plays this character. Was on Rialto. You guys are pushing streets, and you send tire over the rooftops. Lanix is looking for this tire to come over the little back wall gap, and instead you send it over the roof, and you catch I'm forgetting the name of the main support who is about to beat.
Formal Chicken?
Yes. Chicken. You catch Chicken trying to beat, and you just counter beat and like sets your team up to win the team fight. It was crazy. Yeah, man, like really well done. I was blown away. I'm sure Dividing was too.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot for the analysts to reconsider after this game for the Novice 100%. Division power rankings.
100% agree. Good job, man. GG's.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. So yeah, obviously, thank you very much. I'll leave you to go. Oh yeah, of course. Before you go, any last things, of course, that you want to say to the stream while you're here?
Am I the best Junkrat in Novice? Am I? I think.
I've only watched 1 game, but I mean, based off of what I've seen, I'd say yes.
On a sample size of 1, I'm taking it. Yeah, we'll give it to you. Best Junkrat in Novice confirmed.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Valerie, for coming out. Congratulations on your win. I'll go ahead and leave you to go and celebrate with your team. Great job today, and have a great rest of your night.
Yeah, you too.
And with that, we come to the end of the first week of Novice Division with Hyperflex pulling off what I think most people would say is the upset, 3-1 over Seattle Battle Cattle. What an insane game that was, Red Knight.
Yeah, that game was crazy. A great way to kick off Novice. A very entertaining game, and it's always fun to start with these kinds of games where the expectations are low for both sides, relatively speaking, and both teams got to really show out what they're capable of. And I mean, honestly, Hyperflex exceeded expectations. It was super fun to watch. I'm very excited to watch the season progress now and just see how everything pans out.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, congratulations to Hyperflex for the win today. They performed extremely well. And I think Seattle Battle Cattle definitely had a lot of issues with their play, but those are definitely issues that can be worked out. And this team, absolutely, I think we can both agree, did not play up to their potential today. They can play so much better, and I think it just comes down to scrimming and coaching. But yeah, I think that is going to about do it. Red Knight, any last things you want to say before we sign off?
Yeah, I think that's it. Have a good night, everyone. Tune in just a little bit for the expert games, I believe, and I'll be casting with Kendi, and it should be a good time, y'all.
That's actually changed. You're now be casting with Hedwig.
Never mind, I'm casting with Hedwig. Still, join us for the next game. It'll be a good time. We're gonna take a little break now, though. Anything you have dividing?
Nah, just everyone have a good rest of your night. I will not be casting expert. I will be streaming the game though on the Zero OW Twitch channel. So looking forward to that. It's gonna be I'm personally streaming Chengdu Chad. That's gonna be a fun game to watch. But for everyone here who was involved in casting and producing this game, have a great rest of your night and don't get tilted. Please,